Yeah, everybody, welcome. We will be talking as we announced about NFTs and the peace effort and what can be done in the crypto space to help people who are affected by war. And just yeah, what we have done in this sense with our piece, Foxy, and what's going on at the moment. So we're waiting for a few people to join us for this talk tonight. At least it's night on my side. Yeah, and do stay because we're going to talk about how NFTs can impact the space, and also what good practices are around. We are going to briefly talk about the charity that we decided to help with our piece, Foxy. And just as a starter, I want to say that at the moment we are still accepting bids. So you can see Peace Foxy through our links here on Twitter and through our Discord. We've been talking about that, and you can see Foxy on OpenSea where you can bid. So we have 1 more hour to do that before the bidding closes, and I think we are roughly around $500 at the moment, which is absolutely awesome. And I think with that we can actually help a lot of people, a lot of children with the charity that we have decided to support. Yeah, and we will be at one point accepting questions as well. I hope all of you are basically happy with the direction that we decided to go with this charity. I think that no one is against helping children in tough situations. So I think we've done good on that side. So apart from the charity talk, I think that we are preparing here with Anna to also announce what we have prepared for tomorrow with another Foxy we have coming up, which will be also a gift to basically people from our community. So that's something that's cool and it's going to happen. And basically around our space, because as far as I can see, we have people from our Discord at the moment. We have a lot of things coming up, and yeah, Anna can talk in detail about that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I just realized that actually the plug that I have is not working, so I need to find another solution. But yes, we've had so many Twitter Spaces and so many things to organize, as you may have noticed on our Discord. That at the moment, this event, perhaps we didn't really, perhaps we didn't really kind of reached out outside of our community, but that's okay. That this means we can use this opportunity to share more internal news and events, like Sylvia said,
Yeah.
and just talk to you guys about about what's happening in the next couple of days. But yeah, so actually the piece Foxy already has quite some few few bits, so that's quite exciting. What? That's close to $500. Yes, that's amazing. Wow. That's
Yeah,
great.
we have
So
50
I will.
minutes to go.
Yeah, let's do this. So maybe I'll keep sharing on my LinkedIn as well, because we've had quite a few people from other communities on LinkedIn and contacts that I have that have been quite excited about it, and we definitely had a lot of positive comments about the initiative itself. So yeah, I think let's keep pushing this and talk about the topic. I think around how NFTs can help the world, and just obviously, Sylvia, like we spoke to one another about just being realistic on, you know, what's happening. How can we help, in the NFT space, but be realistic about it. Maybe not always is possible, but sometimes it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think crypto has had a major impact on the events that are going the past. Unfortunately, the past more than 10 days with the situation that we are seeing in Ukraine, and yeah, something that was really important to us because the first thing that happened is basically the government in Ukraine. They opened up a crypto wallet basically, and people were able to donate directly to the government in Ukraine. But unfortunately, most of the funds there, not unfortunately, but at least from my perspective, most of the funds were officially going towards the army, and we've seen a few other charities and NGOs that opened up, and they were essentially giving the army support. And I do understand that's very important in a situation like this, but one thing we wanted to do is to take our Foxy, and really when we are talking about peace, we wanted the donations to go for a charity that's dedicated to humanitarian aid, basically for the people affected by this war. And for me, I wasn't, especially for me, I can say on my perspective, I wasn't feeling comfortable with the idea of donating to um, basically a charity that's helping out the army effort on either side. Really, I'm not comfortable with that idea. And around that thought, the whole team gathered, and we decided that a good idea is to basically find a charity that's aimed for children and people in distress at the moment. And also another thing that was important for us was that this charity would accept crypto donations, because basically we didn't want to lose any of the money that were donated going just to gas at this situation. Our project is on basically on Polygon with the idea to minimize the gas fees. So what we did basically at the end is we kind of explored a few charities that were out there. Binance at the moment, and their Binance charity work, they are doing this major platform they have for donating for the basically for the Ukrainian anti-war effort. And I think they're working with UNICEF at the moment, and they're just giving, I think it's over $10 million at the moment. They have donated through several funds and are helping NGOs. But there, one thing we didn't want to do is basically give the money to a third party and kind of, let them decide where this money goes. We were thinking, because I'm talking about this in detail because some of you asked how they can help and what they can do, and I really wanted to go through our process here. So that there are a few options to donate if you decide to on your own, not only through Peace Foxy, and basically. Also, there is the idea of giving money maybe to an Airbnb, so that money goes directly to the people, but then you're giving money to Airbnb as well, so it's kind of twisted. So at the end, we came across this wonderful foundation that is basically called Save the Children. They have been around for a lot of time, and what they do is basically they have teams on the ground, and they help children and their families that are in stressful situations, and they help them not only through physical and humanitarian aid with providing housing solutions, helping out refugees, giving food and shelter, but they also give help to the children. So it's counseling, it's psychological help, as well as physical help, which is really important. So they're working with people in Ukraine, in the country, because unfortunately it's almost 7.5 million children affected by what's going on at the moment, from what I can read. And yeah, it's not good. And a lot of people are fleeing basically mostly to Poland and in Romania, where Save the Children Foundation have also reached out and they're helping on the ground. So basically, I think it's a wonderful donation to make. I hope we have a higher bid on Peace Foxy, and what we are aiming to do is basically give out all of the money to the foundation. They have, if you go to our Discord page in the updates, I have also linked their donation page, where you can basically go and give any amount in crypto you decide. I think they have over 20 currencies or 30 currencies. This is what I read on. So you can directly donate what we will be doing in basically Polygon in Matic. So yeah, another cool thing that they're doing is that you can actually donate an NFT directly to the project, which is also awesome. So it's absolutely just brilliant to see how people are adapting and really embracing crypto and embracing the idea of having this basically tokens that can come from all around the world, and all of these money can be donated and given instantly, without having to go through banks, without having to lose money on those transfers. So this is something that's absolutely incredible, and I read up that already there are millions and millions of donations coming in from people all around the world, and through basically such as Binance charities that are related to crypto, which is absolutely awesome. So one thing I advise is of the people to read up on what they can do. So you can go the traditional route, and you can donate just in any currency you like. You can also explore the idea of donating crypto. You can decide on an NFT that you have in your wallet and donate that NFT. So that's amazing as well. And you can participate in many, actually a lot of projects that are related to the idea of working with donations, and we have talked with a few of our friends. Anna can say a little bit more about that, and we've had collaborators and people like Sam from Gift3, essentially, which is a system of foundations where you can give. Just my advice, as always, in the crypto space is really research the people that you are giving your money to, because there are a lot of scammers, unfortunately, as always. And really don't go for the big words of people always helping, of people always using grant words. When there is a situation like this, just research essentially the charities that they're working with, and where your money will be going, in what direction. So yeah, I think that's very important. So hello to basically everybody here listening. I have to say that we have the ongoing bid for our piece, Foxy, that's located on OpenSea. And we have around 48 minutes for you to bid there. I think Anna is going wild on socials and sharing about that at the moment.
I am,
Yeah.
I've become like a vending machine for social posts. So it's like I just churn them out, like but great to have you, Rolly. How are you doing? Great to see more people in the audience. So I just wanted to say I also tagged Save the Children International on LinkedIn. I think it would be great to establish some relationships with some charities and kind of think about this long term, about which charities we should be donating to, and like Sylvia said, had an ongoing relationship with charities that do support crypto as well, because while we grow, I suppose, just the practicality of it is that we cannot spend too much time on like doing a lot of kind of research on how things are done. So it's good to see some more transparent charities that have also embraced crypto as well. I think that's one thing that is happening, right? They have to embrace crypto, they have to embrace NFTs, because really, yeah, it's the future. And if they just rely on old methods of collection, might be not as effective as you think, right? So yeah, I'm quite pleased, Sylvia, that you found those, that the charity Save the Children, and how they're doing this. They're accepting crypto, NFTs, and all that as well.
Yeah, I
uh,
think we
yeah.
will be going absolutely in the direction where we will be seeing more and more of this, where you can just connect your wallet, or you have a page where you can basically donate with crypto. Because I I I basically can't think of any other system that's more logical in here, and you don't have anybody that's in between you, like saying a bank that's doing the transfer, or having an Airbnb, or having another third party that's basically sitting in between. So I think we are seeing something here that's very, very important now. Crypto use, basically in the blockchain, used as a way of delivering finances, essentially, and getting rid of that third party. And I know that we we have talked about our projects, about other projects, and so many things. And we've heard a lot that you have this only 5% make it out of the whole space, or something like this. But in the end, out of all the projects, out of everything that's going to happen in the space, out of all the innovation and everything, I think that basically NFTs will persevere, and it's just a very logical, very innovative system that has to be implemented. And we are basically seeing this at the moment with this situation as well. So yeah, this is something I wanted to accent on.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you said that, because I suppose it's well put way to say that there is a system in place, and there is the whole NFT, community, and the industry in general is the future, right? And it's just a way to rewarding participation as well. Like, for example, like in this case, if you donate to charity, you actually get an actual NFT, right? You actually get some artifacts, so it's not just the donation itself. You have an actual token of that as well, which is something that fashion brands are embracing, right? They know that, they know very well that it will work for fashion. It will work for obviously 3D objects as well, and obviously play to earn gaming. But for charity, it might be the only way. Really, it might be the future, I think. Yeah, I've spoken to some brands recently, the past couple of days, and just seeing how they like move into the NFT space, and they wonder what to do next. And I'm sure there is a lot of that happening in the charity world as well. A lot of charities are looking at moving and maybe doing their own collections, etc. I don't know actually. I haven't heard a lot. Maybe they're too slow to move. But yeah, I really think that it's a great fundraising tool for sure, for the charities themselves.
Yeah, maybe a bit slow to move, and maybe I think most of the charities they do charity work, yeah, so they don't have a lot of time to basically implement all of these changes. But as I'm reading up at the moment, I'm looking at an article that said that more than 50 million in crypto have been donated since the war started, essentially. So that's like, with a flip of a finger, you have something like this going on. So this is incredible. And just think about how you can relocate funds to essentially every spot of the planet. Because here, I feel a little bad with the idea that. We have to work on this, and we really want to make donations, and it should be something that's ongoing for the future. I hope we see a fast end to the problem that's the war that's going on in Ukraine, and with this conflict, because essentially, not only because it's just a country away from where I am standing at the moment, but there are a lot of things that are happening around the world, and things we have to address, and we have to not close our eyes to. And we've had a lot of ongoing conflicts, and really what I liked about the foundation and Save the Children is that they have been working with children from all around the world for many years, and they are on the ground and they are helping people, and this is absolutely amazing. And I'm really happy that we are a part of this, and we are able to reach out and help. And I think that our platform and Dropbox Guild and our friends and community have really accented on this, and have been able to multiply our effort. On my side, I have been involved with a bit of humanitarian help, and also helping with some funds, some foundations that are related to helping also animals in the space. So yeah, I'm big on that as well. So yeah, everybody can help basically now with the click of a button, as long as we have electricity, hopefully. So yes, Anna, don't laugh.
Yeah. No, it's not funny at all. I'm not
It's
laughing
not
at
funny
that.
at
I'm
all,
just
yeah.
it's more around, we need electricity and we need the internet, right?
Mm, yeah,
And
absolutely.
we're privileged, I think, to have that. If you ask me, like, it's a bit of an opinion piece, but I do think we live we have a society, like the Western society really perhaps at times does not appreciate all the conveniences that we have, something that our grandparents couldn't do, we do in an instant, right? But that's a longer topic. It's a different topic, perhaps.
Yeah, I think we're all intertwined, and we need to help each other out, and just we are really looking out for the idea of having our Discord and our server and our community free of political talk, essentially, because it's a crazy road to go down. And everybody has their opinions, and yeah, absolutely, it's just at this point in time, we couldn't sit around and just not get involved with this. So we are really happy that some people from our community also reached out and essentially asked and gave the idea for us to do something like this. So this is absolutely awesome. I'm really happy with that idea. I know Morgan was really passionate about the topic as well. So essentially, we would really like to talk to all of you, and stay open-minded and see what we can do and how we can help. I know there are a lot of people just talking about doing something and just leaving it at that, but essentially I feel that from the start, at least for me, the idea of giving out to charities with our benefit and with our project, and working towards helping foxes, essentially, and the wildlife, and dogs, and pets in distress, and that then moving from there to other more urgent topics, let's say, and things like this. So we are always open to hearing you out, and yeah, being flexible with the project and with the community, and relocating for funds to places where they are really needed. So I'm really happy with what we did with Peace Foxy, and how just for a few days we are able to now raise these money. And it's absolutely awesome, because if you go to Save the Children website, you can see they have a statistic, basically what they do, and how they relocate their money, and essentially how many meals and how many blankets and what can be done with your money, which is absolutely, we have raised almost $500, and it's written that for $50 you can provide enough food to keep 3 children from going hungry for a month with $50. So even as we sit down and speak now, I feel this is making an impact, so I'm really happy. And we'll be also looking after this conversation, and after the bidding is done, as we saw that some people were accepting NFTs. I think the logical thing that we can do now is also donate an NFT to some of the causes that are accepting this. And I really encourage all of you to look into the idea and stay flexible as well.
Yeah, I know that we have a few people from the audience that are from our community. Obviously, perhaps Ethan Fox and Gorilla. So yeah, if you guys want to ask us any questions, or give some thoughts around what charities we can support in the future, or something on this topic today, obviously feel free to do so. If on mobile, and you can join in, that would be great. So we have only 25 minutes to go, and it's standing at $467. Let's try and raise awareness of this space and get it to over 500. That would be great. Yeah. So let us know if any questions or anything. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
well,
the issue initially with the thank you, perhaps. I think initially we had a broken link, and that's why our speakers had trouble joining in. But it's okay. Really, I'm glad that we did this more of a community thing as well, so we can get you guys personally to talk to you.
yeah, absolutely. One thing I really, really appreciate as I'm seeing the offers is Grilla, it wasn't just the unique Foxy enough, I understand your urge to have also wanted to get the Peace Foxy, absolutely. It's logical.
I was going
So,
to joke
yeah.
about this, because if you got like the Angel and the Peace Foxy, you would have had some really nice
Yeah,
collection
collection
there,
of
you know.
Foxy. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, perhaps.
Hey,
Well,
hello,
I don't have
hello.
any question. I actually want to say that I'm really glad to be part of this community, and how the team and the community care about what's happening on Ukraine. And I also want to say that I agree with helping the kids, because, well, they are the next generation, and hopefully they can change the way the world is working, and fix things without war. So yeah, I just want to say that I totally agree with you.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for saying that and joining us. And yeah, absolutely. And one thing I really appreciated is that this foundation is actually working with the children to also provide, essentially psychological help. So I can't understand at this point what kind of, uh, drama they are going on with their life, and what kind of stress they're going through. So I think this is really, really important for them at the moment. And yeah, absolutely, who wouldn't want to relocate these funds to helping the children? I mean, it's, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely makes sense. Yeah. And yeah, thank you everybody for joining in. Thank you to everybody who actually bit on the Foxy, and thank you for the support of the project. And we'll be looking forward to making a lot of these, you know, little additions to the main things that we do, and working with the community, and building on that apart from, you know, producing the game. So this is something that's really really important for me. And you know, I'm making my art, and I'm like kind of giving it for the community and for all of this. So it means a lot for me as well. So yes, thank you all. Really, I appreciate, and I really like you joining these talks as well. And you know, the AMAs in the server that we are making. So it's always absolutely awesome to talk with the people, not only, you know, chat around and have fun, but also kind of put the voice to the people that are part of the community. So it's awesome having you around.
Yes, thank you from me as well. I mean, it's just been an amazing journey, and yeah, everyone is super impressed with the community that we have. It's just we feel really blessed and lucky to have you guys. And yeah, like Sylvia said, thank you for everyone that participated in this event. Obviously, there is a lot going on with us building the game, but it was important for us to participate in the what's going on in the world as well. So we had to do this amongst the other things that we're doing and amongst the sale as well. It was a little bit of a time sensitive issue as well, so we didn't want to. We had to do it now, right? We didn't want to postpone the auction after the sale because, yeah, it's more obviously time will pass. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with the auction, to be honest. I'm quite pleased that we can get at least $467, which will, I suppose what we'll do is we'll just donate on that website, right? SaveTheChildren.org. And we'll of course make some note of that and send you guys some proof of doing that. But yeah, I'm glad, Sylvia, that you found this website that you can do it quite easily, right, for for the Save the Children organization. So it's been quite lucky that we can do that. Yeah, and of course, feel free to share. For those of you that haven't bid it and are not kind of planning to bid, maybe share with some members of your community as well, some friends and so on, if they want to bid as well. I've Yeah, I've had other people obviously that I've contacted around just pleading for help from Ukraine. There is a lot happening at the moment on LinkedIn as well, because the whole startup world, right, the whole business world in terms of technology, of software development, is relying in a way on Ukraine, right? There is, for those of you that don't know, Ukraine is a very powerful source for software development, and it's crazy to see how, yeah, of course, a lot of good businesses have said, look, we have to delay our roadmap because we cannot, of course, we're not going to make our people try to work in these current conditions, right? So it has had really tremendous impact on the world in general. But of course, what matters the most is the safety of people. Leave business, leave technology. What really matters is the safety of the people. And personally, I keep thinking about, like, what does that mean in long term, right? Like, I see the buildings that they live in and smashed. You know, Sylvia and we've grown up with similar buildings, guys, like in a block of flats like this. I've seen one that is essentially like a large, super huge building, like maybe hundreds of flats in there, and just like destroyed to pieces, right? It's like with a big hole. And these are solid constructions, you know. Communist constructions are pretty solid. They built properly, right? It cannot easily destroy them. But this is what's
It's
happening.
not a it's not a thing that's related to solid building at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah.
But it's like, if this happened to me, right, even if, okay, even if my family is safe, and I just find the building that I grew up in, right, destroyed like that in half, um Yeah, I mean it's super sad. That's the
Yeah,
truth.
those
Um,
children are not going through some very happy times. Unfortunately, we've come across to see this as well. And I don't mean to sound mean and bad at the moment, but as Anna said, for us it's really being somewhat a post socialist country. It's always tough to kind of see the same people like you going through this, and it's absolutely absurd because we've come through the steps of being our parents have been in a close community where you weren't allowed to go out of the country if you weren't somebody's person. Then you weren't allowed to go to live in another city if you wanted to relocate to another city because you didn't have citizenship, essentially. And crazy things like this that these people have gone through the same way as we did here, to us being now, like me being able to just sit down in my apartment and talk to all of you from all around the world, on Twitter, and just essentially be interconnected in this way, and having the freedom to go around and do whatever you want to do. And then you see this freedom essentially destroyed. So um, it's absolutely not a pleasant thing to see, and it raises a lot of fear, a lot of questions, a lot of uncertainty. And I think what we can do at the moment is stay together. One thing I can appeal is, do not spread hate. Just try to, unfortunately it's a stupid thing to say, but try to stay open-minded, try to stay positive towards the other people around you, and try to stay together and help each other, because this is essentially what we can do at the moment, because there is unfortunately a lot of hate going around as well. So I appeal to what we have in our community, that's friendship and wanting to help other people and grow together. So just to say, we have I think around 17 minutes for the Peace Foxy bid. So all of you, feel free to share the link towards the Foxy, and spread the word around. And I think Anna.
just to say, yeah, just something I kind of thought about, that we had our friends and at Polygon actually contacting me today to say, hey, I love what you're doing with this auction. How can we do this? We were asked ourselves, right? Basically, somebody from their design team, I think, asked us about how basically other projects are trying to do this, and they're wondering how to do this on Polygon. So I just thought that it's quite funny as well that there's probably a gap there around how do you do auctions on Polygon that's user friendly, because we had to mint this Foxy in Ethereum. Unfortunately, will probably offset, most likely will offset the cost of the gas fees as well, right? But so yeah, it's just a technical detail, but I just thought it's quite interesting that Polygon contacted us to ask how to do an auction for charity. So
I guess we now have to adapt to this idea. The space is moving really fast, so I'm not surprised, to tell you the truth. And yeah, uh, everything in the space is quite new. I don't know. We've been talking with Rolly and his team. Hey, Rolly, and absolutely. I guess we're considering ourselves now veterans. At least I could consider, Rolly and Zolt and their team at New York. You know, being veterans, and what we've been, most of the people in the space have been around for what, a year or something like this. So it's not a big shock that some things are yet to be established, and what are the best practices in the space. So I'm not really shocked at this. I guess it would be awesome to do another another event where we get together and speak with other communities that are thinking of best practices and best solutions in the space. So yeah.
Yeah. So on this topic, I want to announce that we're having an Twitter space tomorrow as well, for International Women's Day in particular. So this is because obviously we're a female-led team, so it's important to acknowledge, right, the community and where the industry is standing when it comes to diversity. I don't want it to be. We don't want it to be just like, well, just women. It's about inclusivity in general, right? So that's why it's not about inviting one side of the equation, right? One group. It's good to have everyone present. So yeah, I've invited few speakers. Honorary guest speaker will be Bex from Nifty Worlds, who I'm sure you know very well. Hopefully we'll get a few more people attending as well. But it would be great to obviously get you guys as well. So yeah, we'll be talking to other female-led projects, and yeah, join us tomorrow as well.
Yeah, on that topic, I want to say that we will be celebrating, the International Females Day. It's a huge holiday in my country, to tell you the truth. It's again, men have a lot of problems with getting flowers, so that's something that's usual for the holiday. Yeah, Anna knows that. So absolutely, we have basically our mint will be linked thematically with the Twitter space and with the holiday itself, and we've prepared something awesome, something that I'm really happy about. So we have a surprise for you. I don't know, Anna, if we can speak about this, but I would be really happy to announce it as well as we probably come to the close of these spaces. So yeah, what we've done is we've drawn an exclusive Foxy, and we've drawn, I mean, I've drawn an exclusive Foxy for one of the people in our community that will be minting tomorrow. So what we have prepared is you get this unique piece of work that's thematical for the holiday, and then we'll be giving out a prize in Matic to one of the people who mint tomorrow. So that's something that's super awesome, and I'm looking forward to. And we'll be really excited to see who essentially wins this. So this is something that we'll be doing. We already have a full range of unique and exclusive Foxes that we are doing, and we'll be looking forward to expand on those in the future as well. Which is something that's, as Anna said, it's like a bonus. It's like something that we decide to do that's apart from, or a bonus to the development of the game itself.
Yeah, speaking of uniques, has everyone noticed Gorilla's banner that actually features the Angel Foxy? It's pretty awesome. Love it, love it. It's really well placed there. But yeah, so lots of those exclusives for sure. Yeah, what did you say? Perhaps is doing a peace sign. So what did you want to say about the uniques?
So is it a question for me, Anna?
For Sylvia, yes, for you, Sylvia.
Yeah, that's some of you that are asking. It's Sylvia, because I decided to choose obviously a very cool nickname for myself in the space that I have to work on. So yeah, regarding the uniques, yeah, we have 9 more to go, and essentially all of the other Foxies are thematical and they're apart from the uniques. So one thing that we have to say is Peace Foxy and the Foxy for tomorrow, they won't be a part of the game that we are building. These are they are essentially out of the production for the game. This is something that we have to accent on. So essentially for the Peace Foxy, it's our effort related to the cause for helping the people of Ukraine. And then for tomorrow, what we have essentially done, I've drawn a piece that's thematical for the Rock Fox Guild and for the holidays. So you'll be getting my art along with that cash prize to go with it. So I think we will announce that, and we've been quite generous, I think, with the prices that we are getting. One thing I wanted to accent, because we're having a lot of people from our community, is that as the Twitter Spaces ends, we'll go into announcing the winners for our competitions in our Discord. I know you've been looking forward to that, so this is something that we will do. And just wanted to say that we have under 8 minutes to go for the bid, and once the bid is over, we will see how to structure and give those money, as Anna said, because we have to go through the process and see how to exactly donate the not the earnings, but what we have from the bid, and to give it out to the charity without losing anything in gas. So we'll go over that and announce basically the donation from our community, from the person who actually bid it the most. I guess this is all we can say at this point. Expect more information on our Discord. And a lot of things happening in the upcoming days. It's going to be absolutely hectic, I guess, as always.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think at this point, you guys know the sale details for tomorrow. Starting for whitelisters, 2 p.m. For whitelisters, 2 p.m. GMT, and 8 p.m. GMT for everyone else. Now, like we said, we'll be doing the Twitter Spaces for organized by us for International Women's Day. I'm also attending actually a couple more Twitter Spaces on this topic. I suppose the more interesting one may be the Wii U one, which have been great. That they have quite a large community, and they've been sharing that essentially there'll be 6 speakers in total. So it's a great opportunity to meet other female-led projects. But yeah, I have posted all of these events on our in our Discord section in events. And yeah, I think other than that, we like Sylvia said, there is the female Foxy, which is looking fantastic. I mean, it's looking, every time Sylvia draws something, every time I'm like, wow, this is the best thing I've ever seen, from her. Like, it's the best thing you've ever drawn, Sylvia, really. I mean, it's so beautiful. I
Yeah,
love it.
I don't know if I should be flattered by this or not. But yeah, I am trying my best. I'm really having fun because, when you're working on something that's basically the thing that you want to work on, and you are being the creative director of your own project, it's always you're having fun and you're putting your heart into it. And I really appreciate all of your input in that direction. And I can see a lot of people coming into the project, and really, for me, of course, to be a bit egoistical here, it always is a pleasure for me to see that people first notice the art, and they comment on that. So I'm really happy there. And I enjoy working on the Foxies, and I hope you enjoy those as well. I guess what we can do before we basically end the bit in 5 minutes, Anna, if you want, we can recap the charity that we are giving to, and what we have as a bit at the moment.
Sure, let's go. Yeah.
Absolutely. So as we said, the at the moment the money that we have raised are standing at 0.19 wrapped ether, so that's around $467. which, if this is the finalized bid, this money will be going for towards the Save the Children Foundation. I think their organization, actually. I think that's the right term. So Save the Children have been around, and they're working to help children and their families in difficult situations of war and famine around the world. They have at the moment a campaign that's for Ukraine and help for the children there. And you can directly donate cryptocurrency, more than I think 20 or 30 currencies directly to their website at supportsavethechildren.org. They have a crypto page where you can donate. So I encourage that, and our funds will be going towards that. And you can also obviously donate an NFT there, which is something that's amazing. So this is our at the moment effort, and you can check their website. I've posted links on our Discord, and more charities and efforts from our side will be coming up in the future as well.
Yeah, would love to your feedback on the charities that we should donate to when we hit the milestone. So this is something that we're still thinking how to do this best, right? How to ask you guys in a most objective way, so we really have everyone's input. So stay tuned. I think it's nice. It's a good time to start a discussion about that. You know, what types of charities I've listed. I think I did a post at some point, unofficial post, that we're looking into 3 or 4 areas, starting with animal well-being, animal conservation and preservation. That's another area, right? Then global, obviously climate change. This is something I'm passionate about. And then finally humanitarian aid, because yeah, looking at just one thing in isolation, for me personally, it's it doesn't make sense, right? And that's a longer topic, but it's really, there is so much in this planet that needs help, right? Yes, the planet's, something's happened with it, right? Climate change, that's a big picture, but also humanitarian aid is needed as well. So how do you define where the priorities are? But at the end of the day, this project, Rogue Focus Guild, has a mission to help in some way, and we are now in the position at some point, right, to do that, and we need to decide together which causes to care for. It doesn't matter that we, for me, obviously we started by saying we'll do animal well-being charities, right? Animal charities, but for me it's all linked together. From that, it's okay, you help them, but what about the deforestation that's happening, which is affecting the wildlife? So it's a bit more complex topic, which I think we don't have a lot of time. We have 2 minutes left on the auction. But yeah, I would love to get your input in our Discord about, just your options, and maybe start to do some research as well, like which of them can be working with us easily, right? Rather than, I suppose that's a little bit of a consideration. Would they take crypto? How would it happen? So that would be really helpful, guys, if you provide us with some feedback like this.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess as Polygon asked, I think there are a few steps that we have to take care, so we basically donate the greatest possible sum without losing any of it towards the foundation. So I feel on this topic, this is it from our side, and I want to thank everybody for participating in this Twitter Spaces, for all of you who have participated in the bid with the Foxy, for all of you who shared the piece Foxy and were really excited on the Discord as well. Yeah, thank you again, and be sure to check out what's going on with the piece Foxy. We will update you on that as soon as possible. We'll probably be doing that in the upcoming day or so. So yes, we are basically 30 seconds into closing in on this, so this is another something I'm really happy that we did. Apart from developing the game and the community, I think this is awesome, getting together and doing things like this. So thank you. Stay well, take care, and we'll soon talk again on the tomorrow in our Twitter Spaces on and about the community on our AMA on Thursday.
10, 9, 8. I'm looking at the timer.
I
6.
think
Let's
it's
see what
still one
happens.
for me.
2,
For me,
1. All right.
yeah.
It's 0. Happy New Year.
I think
Okay,
we
what
just got a
happens
bid.
next?
We just got another bid, isn't it?
Really?
I think so. If I'm seeing right, we just got a bid. On my side,
Yes.
it's 614.
614. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely crazy.
this is
Oh,
a
at the
new.
last moment.
I knew that somebody would do this. Yes, guys. Yeah. So I was thinking, obviously, when you bid, you wait until the last minute, right? It's just a
Absolutely.
strategy.
To the countdown. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yes. I don't know if we are looking at the statistic that with $50 essentially you can provide food for 3 children for a month, then somebody did something great here. So thank you very
Yeah.
much. I can see it's Ed here. Thank
So
you,
so
Ed.
okay. So look, I'm the owner of this Foxy, by the way. It will obviously be transferred. It will be an official Rogue Fox Guild, but for technical reasons at the time, I had to mint it to my personal account. No kind of, no hiding there, just for technical reasons. But it will be in an official Rogue Fox Guild collection, right? So now I have 10 minutes to accept Sylvia. So I have to do that just to be fair, right? That we ended the auction and that's it. But I need to manually accept it. So
Yeah,
I'll do that.
absolutely. Anna, go do that. Everybody, this was awesome. I'm so happy that we got a bit at the last moment. To the person that did that, you're incredible. And to everybody who participated, thank you as well. And you're all awesome. And we can do this. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure talking to all of you. Have a nice night, day, morning. And yeah, as we said, take care, be well, and all the best from this side.
Amazing. Thank you guys. I'm accepting this offer. There is a fee for OpenSea, but it's just 2%. We'll cover that, right? No problem.
Hmm.
And we'll just send you like info when we do the transaction to the Save the Children later today. That's been awesome. I do need to confirm on my wallet, but thank you everyone. Everyone, it's been a pleasure, and yeah, talk to you tomorrow as well.
Bye
Hasta la
bye.
vista. Bye.
Bye.